Doing your job may be hazardous to your career. The reason is simple. In order to win, you must subordinate your individual goals to the team. But your performance is evaluated by how you accomplish your individual goals. So oftentimes, it can be the case that in order to do the best for the team, you cannot do the best for your particular position. Let me take the example of soccer. Let's suppose you're a defensive player and there's 5 minutes to go. Your team is losing 1-0. You know that the best thing you can do for the team is to go forward and try to help the offense score the tie. That makes perfect sense from the perspective of the team. But by going forward, you're going to incur in a certain risk to your position because the other team could counterattack, and if you're forward and not in your normal position, it's more likely that they will be able to score. Now, from the point of view of the team, losing 1-0 is not very different than losing 2-0. But if you have a KPI that says that your performance will be evaluated according to how many goals the other team scored against you, that's going to put you in a very difficult position. We have a fundamental problem in the way every organization runs. In order to optimize the system, you have to suboptimize the subsystem. In order to do the best for the whole, you cannot do the best for any part. At the same time, you have to evaluate the individuals that manage the parts of the system according to the performance of those parts. It doesn't work to have only one global measure to evaluate everybody, because that is so confusing that it does not provide the right incentives. In addition, by having one global measure, you create problems where the people who shirk or don't have that much talent get hidden, and they become what in economics are called free riders. So they can take advantage of the skill or the effort of others, and it's very hard to know who are the ones that are really doing their job and who are the ones who are not really doing their job. Therefore, organizations are stuck in this dilemma. On the one hand, they want people to do the best for the whole and not for themselves. But on the other hand, they have to evaluate people based on the performance of their sub-goals, on their KPIs. When you put this together in a complex organization, what happens is that lots of conflicts arise. Because let's just say, if I'm a defender in a soccer team, I want my team to not be scored against. If you're an offensive player, you want to score many goals. So I will try to sway the coach towards a more defensive strategy because that's the one that benefits me. You may try to sway the coach towards a most offensive strategy because that's the one that benefits you. At evaluation time, who swayed the coach is going to make a difference in who gets promoted, who gets the bonuses, and so on. Now, let's translate this to an organization. You can imagine how often it's like sales. People are trying to sell, trying to score goals, trying to get the revenue. And they will have a natural temptation to emphasize revenue maximizing lines of products. Now, these revenue maximizing lines of products may not be the profit maximizing or the mission maximizing lines of products. At the same time, the people that are in operations will try to maximize the lines of products that are low cost or safe to produce or don't create glitches in the assembly plant or whatever manufacturing the company uses. This may not be the best to accomplish the mission either. But different people in the system, depending on the KPIs that they're responsible for, will have different views on what is the best strategy for the company. If there is no integrated mechanism to compare the strategies that people propose in light of the global mission, these conflicts will be unresolvable. The only way that a company can integrate these different points of view is doing two things at the same time. First, creating a community of people that are aligned and can have intelligent conversations. And second, having a lot of clarity about the process where people come together and present their different views in a way that allows the system to have global visibility of the pooled, decentralized information to make then an optimizing decision.